Hey guys, so I know it's pretty fucking early. It's like fucking almost 3 o'clock in the morning. You guys just ever have that moment where you're just so fucking tired or exhausted you just can't sleep? Yeah. So I thought I'd tell stories about my jobs and kind of give some visual. I've talked about these jobs before, but never visually. So guys, you guys only can only imagine in your minds what it was like. But so we've got the Ingalls sign out here now. Back in the day, here we got Ingalls over there. All the way over yonder is Ingles. We got CC's right over there, and there's the Dollar Tree I used to work at. Believe it or not, actually, let me go in here. I love Google Maps. Believe it or not, this actually used to be a Walmart. This right here, this whole thing used to be a little Walmart. And can I like, can I please get closer? So these all used to be a Walmart. And the reason, for some reason, when I was working here, the AC wasn't working. And they said because it was still under the Walmart's name, so they weren't getting people to have to fix it. But this used to be like it was a small Walmart. Um, but it was a Walmart. Kind of like we have Dollar Generals, and like we have one Dollar General here that's like a fucking Walmart Dollar General. It's a bigger Dollar General. But yeah, you got the Cricket store right there. You got the tax. You got the hair salon. Like I said, you got Cece's right there. Um, and this is where I used to work. Over here, we got Harbor Freight that used to be Save a Lot, which was a grocery store. Um, they just rung me around. So I put in my application there, and I had the first interview. Then I had the second interview, and they're like, "Oh yeah, just we'll be sending out an email. Consent form. Just sign everything, and we'll get it back, and we'll get you started and all that." Well, after like a week, it's like, where is it? So I call them, they're like, oh yeah, we're having problems with the system right now, or problem with the system, we'll send it again. Never showed up. So I called them again. They're like, yeah, the problems with the systems are bad, and so we'll send it out when we get the systems up and running again. And then a month goes by, and it took 3 months. 3 fucking months, and every time I called, it was a different excuse. So I started working over at Ingles, and on my break, I went over to Save a Lot, and because I wanted to see if the manager was there. And the woman there, she was like, "Oh yeah, the manager. She went to Charlotte to work in a different store." So I'm like, "I've already gone through the interview process. I was pretty much hired." She's like, "Well, because the manager left, you'll have to go through the hiring process again." So for like 3 months, like I was because I was living with my friend and we lived in her parents' house. They had their own house and we were living in it in the one that they left. So like her parents were thinking that I'm fucking lazy and not wanting to get a job. When for 3 fucking months these people rung me around. So I was like, fuck that shit. Um, but yeah, Ingles, KFC. I would go there after work because I would have to walk all the way home. It was like a fucking 2 hour walk. But yeah, I'd come out here, and if you can see, you can't really see it very well, but the grass right here kind of dips in. There's like hill on one side, hill on the other, and it kind of dips in. You can kind of see it. So basically, when you put the ladder down, there's no sturdy place to put it, so it's just gonna rock back and forth. So imagine someone my size on the ground, on this ladder, rocking back and forth, having to climb all the way up fucking here. And then once again, because, I always get put in situations that aren't safe, I would tell my boss, and then she would look at me like I'm fucking crazy. Like me complaining about my safety was a problem. So when I say that the stuff with the factory isn't new and this is how I've always been treated, I worked here 2013. I've always, every job I've had, let's see, Nursing home, that was 2011. Basically, every fucking job I've had, I've always been treated differently. I'd say to her, I was like, it's not safe. It's like I have to get to the very top, the step that they tell you not to step on. Yeah, I have to get up there. So she's like, oh, well, fine, then I'll have one of the girls go out there with you. Okay. So when that fucking thing starts rocking back and forth, little fucking 5'5" girl is totally gonna be able to hold the thing down and make sure I don't fall, right? But yeah, at first it was me and someone else, but then she just had me starting to do it, like she just started to have me do it by myself. So basically, I would have to go out, collect all the carts. I would have to sweep the entire store. I would have to mop the entire floor. Um, yeah, I'd have to buff the entire floor. And then we got the machine, the mop machine type thing. Those big machines you go to Walmart and you'll see them pushing them around. You got one of those, but it still took a while. So I had to do, the bathrooms. I had to do the sweeping and the mopping of the floor. I had to do the eggs. I had to do the bread. I had to do the milk. I had to do ice. Um, I had to do fucking help up front. Like I said, I had to get carts, and I had to do that shit. And somehow managed to find time to help everyone because I was always like the only fucking person there helping. So it was fucking annoying. Beef London broil, $298. They put the dollar sign on backwards. But Mayfield ice cream cake. Oh wait, ice cream 2 for $6. Mayfield is actually pretty good. If I remember, it comes like in a little orange, not orange, but yellowy painter art and painter thing. Blue Bunny's really good. Bluebell's really good. Bluebell, I remember when I was working there, Bluebell had to be recalled for whatever reason it was. I don't remember what it was. But the other day when I went, they were fixing up the like the entire frozen food section was just blocked off. Uh Either they were repairing it or something, but I was like, "Welp, that's not great." But yeah, this one was this April 2018. Yeah, we had this was used. It was the Chinese buffet right here, and it got shut down because apparently there was unsanitary habits, like them keeping food in the back, like in the back of the restaurant, as in outside. So they'd have like open food and outside. Um, Speedway. I used to work at Speedway, not this one though. Actually, let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Speedway. Speedway. 52. This is the one I used to work at. I used to work at this one. Well, kind of. I trained at this one, which was great because, well, actually, it wasn't great because then I still had to walk all the way back to my friend's house. Um, and that was still like an hour or two walk. But um, up here we got Waffle House. We used to have two Waffle Houses. There was this one, and then you would go down, pretty much straight down, and there was a Waffle House. But now it's not a Waffle House anymore. It kind of sucks. Um, this is on my way to work. Uh, when I used to work at this Burger King right here, and every day on my break, I'd go over because especially during the summer, I would go over to Dairy Queen, and I was like a freaking uh Dairy Queen, you know, milkshake, fucking whatever connoisseur. Like all the flavors that they added, I just had to try them all. Right over here, right there, you got dialysis. That's where the guy I ride with goes. 281. Oh, the good days. McDonald's is right there. I used to work over here at this Dollar General. And then I would also go right here to Subway because, why not? Subway was right there. Food Lion's right here. That's just my 2 cents. Um, but yeah, we're going to work. Like this is the path this is the way I get to work every day. We're gonna be coming up on the left, you're gonna have like gym and Taco Tuesday. Is it still up there? No. Someone died. Um yeah, you got Taco Tuesdays over here. It's nice. I've never been in there though. But I mean, come on, it's Taco Tuesday. Here is the hotel. We got one hotel right next to the other. This was the bad hotel. This is the one where, you'll go to your room or something, and some girl will ask you if you want some company. But this was the speedway I was supposed to work at. And there's Skusa right there. That's what the bus looks like. That's what I get picked up in every day. Or not every day, but so I was here, but I worked only like 6 times or like, yeah, about once a week or so. I couldn't do that. There were times where I had to walk all the way back here to my house. So I was like, no. But yeah, this was my main store. I trained at that other one, but then this was my main store. Um, wait, no, never mind. I already passed it. Yeah, they probably wouldn't even be there. Actually, you might. Here's the gas station. Go in here, and they have like these little pizzas, little breakfast pizzas. They're really fucking good. But here we go. We're going to work. Going to work. The fire department. Wow, that changed real fast. 2014. Interesting. I didn't realize that how much the time was changing. So it's 2019. All right, and then here we've got the one factory, like makes conveyor. You can see like conveyor pulleys, and then this is where I work. Kind of hard to because you can't actually go in, but yeah, that's where I work currently. Um, yeah, but right in there, right in that building, it's April 2019. So actually, I don't even think I was there in 2019. I think I was working for my landlady in 2019. Let's go back to the future. And then if you go this way, I'm sure you guys are really bored with this, but who cares? It's my video. I can do what I fucking want. Plus, it's fun to look at the gas prices. Oh, this is 2022. It's gonna be expensive. Um, Up here we've got. Keep in mind, like I said, I've had to walk all of this. I got up here once and it started to rain, and it was just a light drizzle at first. I'm like, oh, it's not gonna be that big of a deal. But then it started to pour. And I was walking to my friend's house. I get there, I'm fucking drenched. Um, so up here we've got this place where I don't even know what's on the inside. I know it's some kind of restaurant, but uh, whenever this place gets sold out, sold to someone, it never lasts long. It just I don't know. Maybe the rent is too much for it because they hardly get business. So, and then we have a little Tokyo, which I love. A little Tokyo right there. If you guys have never been to a little Tokyo, you should. Little Tokyo, which is great because it's right next to Gold's Gym. Um, yeah, we're getting there's Domino's right up here. The Domino's used to be something else. There's jalapenos. I've been there once. It was pretty good. I went there 2000, actually, like my first or second day here in 2008. It was me, my friend, when we were dating at the time, her parents, um, Uncle Sammy and Aunt Gloria, I think it was. Yeah, it was them. They were coming to visit. And we went there. Actually, it was them and I think the boys were with us. I think my friend's brother was with us. But it was pretty good. I felt bad and I was like, I don't want them to have to pay for me, so I had like the cheapest fucking thing on the menu. And here's Domino's. You can tell it's like a drive-through. This didn't used to be a Domino's. I can't remember what it used to be. It used to be some kind of actual like fast food drive-in place. Okay, where is it? Please tell me it's. Oh no, it's 2022. It's not going to be in here. Oh, right over here used to be the most gorgeous fucking car I've ever seen. Vintage. I think it was like a 55. God, it was gorgeous. It was like a crimson. It was just, oh my God. It was fucking amazing. And I think it's sold. There used to be right over here. That used to be, yeah, permanently closed. You can see it burnt. There was a fire not too long ago. And, yeah, it just, which is bad, you know, it's pretty sad because the guy who owned it was pretty old. Like, everyone knew him. Um, but, yeah. Save the kids. And then we go a little further. My town's really not that interesting, really. It's a super small town. I think it's like 45,000 people or something like that. I remember one day when I first got here, me and my friend went to get her car washed. It was like fucking raining outside, but it started to rain while we were in the car wash. Like, geez, should have just waited. You could have just gotten a free car wash instead. We got DSS right up there. Department of Social Services. I go in there? No. No. I thought it'd be just nice to show you guys around town. Show you the town I live in. We got the hospital over here, Atrium. Um, I've only had to go to the hospital once to get a fucking doctor's note. After 4 days of the flu, my boss is like, if you're not here tomorrow, you're not gonna have a job anymore. We're gonna turn here. Because we're gonna go to Harry Titty. And you're like, what? What the fuck is Harry Titty? Harris Teeter. We call it Harry Titty. But a Harris Teeter. It's pretty expensive. Right over here used to be a little Tokyo as well. But then it got changed to a Roma Pizza. I've never been in there. But I hear it's good. But this is now a auto shop. And Harris Teeter still, well, Harris Teeter. Which it's kind of shitty. Harris Teeter is not very good. Everything's there. Everything is there is fucking expensive. Even like the off-brand stuff, it's fucking expensive. And you just what? Um, you guys saw that in the middle of the road, right? There's like fucking a dead squirrel or something in the middle of the road. Yeah, right there. I certainly hope that's not a cat. I mean, well, it's 2019, so that cat's long dead, if it is indeed a cat. But here we're going down the street. There's a school over here. There's a church. There's a lot of churches here, obviously. The YMCA right here. You know, it's fun to go to the YMCA. Um, I've always wanted to go to the YMCA, but never had a chance. I never had the money for it. My my friends' nephews used to go all the time when they were kids, but I don't think they do that now. Busy with school. I mean, obviously they're my one nephew's about to fucking graduate like next year, so time certainly flies. But the gathering, I think, yeah, I know where we are. Yep, there's the little like pawn um shop. It's pretty cool in there. Me and my friend would go there all the fucking time. And this is Main Street. And down here, right down here, right here, come on, over here. Right here in this area, in fact, is where we found Avelina. We think she belonged to one of the because there cats that was living in here. There's like this pathway right here, and there was like we know that there was this mother cat, but we were just walking the dog, and here this little orange tabby kitten comes meowing, and we're like, well, we got to keep her, otherwise we're gonna feel really bad if we come back, you know, drive around tomorrow and we see her dead in the middle of the road with her brain squashed out of her fucking skull. So she followed us all the way back to the car, so we pretty much, you know, went all the way back, and she followed us all the way back. She just walked by our side. We were on the side, like on this side, and then we got to this side, and she just kept following us all the way up here. And she just kept following and following because we were parked up here. We were parked like right over here by the fountain. But yeah, we were parked right up in here. She just followed us the entire way. Home of Kelly Pickler. No one gives a shit about Kelly Pickler. Over here is the courthouse. I can get to it. Here's the courthouse. I had to go there several fucking times. Not for me. When I worked for my landlady. Her cousin and you know all that. The ugliest fucking library on the planet. Just look at this shit. It's just so ugly to fucking look at. This is 2021. Wait. So you notice that there's no building right there? Now there is. That's the Pfeiffer building. So they built like a little college right there. But so this is August 2021. And then nothing. This is April 2019. Will it will build itself when I get closer? No. Oh, come on. That's hilarious. That's great. Like really, that really is great. But yeah. Hello, Pontiac. Yeah, I've filled out for this place once. I don't remember what the application was for though. But yeah. Yeah, just thought I'd show you guys around town a little bit. Obviously there's more to see, but you know, can only do so much. If you guys want to see this kind of stuff again, let me know, because I don't mind taking you around town, showing you a night on the town. But yeah, just so exhausted I can't sleep. Anyways, that's gonna do it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.